Greetings, I'm Zachary Hepner. I'm pleased to share this Dvar Torah with you for Parashat Balak. In Parashat Balak, Numbers 23:10, Bilaam declares, Mi mana afar Yaakov, umisparet rova Yisrael, tamot nafshi mot yesharim, utihi achariti kamohu. Who can count the dust of Jacob, or number the fourth part of Israel? Let my soul die the death of the upright, and let my end be like theirs. The sages assert that Bilaam's statements must be understood invertedly. Bilaam bebרכותיו, כוונתו ההפוכה. Bilaam's blessings are to be read as covert curses. The phrase afar Yaakov recalls divine promises to the patriarchs. Yet the deeper resonance is the encounter between Yaakov and the angel at the River Yabbok in Genesis 32, where Yaakov was injured during his wrestling match with Esau's angel. Jacob succeeds, yet he emerges limping, just like before he was named Yisrael. As noted in Legal Friction by my Avi Mori, Dr. Gershon Hepner, following this episode, Yaakov fathers no additional children. The wrestling match at Yabbok thus becomes the last act in Yaakov's biological legacy and the first moment of his national legacy as Yisrael. According to the Midrash and Chazal, Bilaam's phrase, Tamot nafshi mot yesharim, may my soul die the death of the upright, is not to be read at face value, but it's to be read perniciously. The term yesharim, upright, shares a root with Yisrael, the name given to Yaakov in the aftermath of his struggle in Yabbok. The uprightedness Bilaam refers to points directly to the nation of Israel, whose namesake had emerged victoriously from the episode at Yabbok. Accordingly, Bilaam's statement reflects a desire to undo that emergence. He wishes that the Yabbok episode had ended not with Yaakov's survival and divine uprightness, but with Israel's destruction. His words imagine a world where the Israelites never become upright, where Yaakov never left the river, where the transformation into Yisrael had been aborted. The interpretation is further strengthened by the motif of the makel. In Bamidbar 22:27, Bilaam strikes his donkey with a makel when it halts before an angel. In Bereishit 32:11, Yaakov refers to his makel when he says, Kiva makli avarti et hayarden hazeh. With my staff I crossed this Jordan, not the Yabbok River, but the Jordan River. In both narratives, the makel is juxtaposed with an angelic encounter at a threshold moment. Bilaam before he attempts to curse Yisrael, and Yaakov before he becomes Yisrael. This repeated pairing, staff, angel, and the river, connects Bilaam's experience to Yaakov's and implies that Bilaam himself views himself as reliving or rewriting that earlier scene and accomplishing what that dark angel had failed to accomplish. But where the angel at Yabbok failed to halt Yaakov, Bilaam fantasizes about succeeding to curse and cause destruction to God's nation right before they cross the Jordan River, just as Yaakov had declared, Kiva makli avarti et hayarden hazeh. Bilaam's poetic formulations function as a literary inversion of the Yaakov to Yisrael narrative. Afar Yaakov references fertility, the potential to multiply, that was stymied at the Yabbok wrestling match. It reflects the desire to shrink Yaakov's lineage. Mot Yesharim expresses a desire not to emulate Israel, but to have erased its transformation into uprightness. The makel and angel motifs reinforce Bilaam's view of himself as the one who could have succeeded in ending Israel's emergence. Bilaam is not expressing regret, but casting his stingy eye on the multitude of Israel and wishing that he could have been the harbinger of their destruction. Yet, everything he desired was transformed into eternal poetry praising God and his children, whom he loves and protects, both as Yaakov during times of challenge and exile, and as Yisrael during times of emergence and redemption. Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom.